Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. I'm filming this intro almost I think a week or so later after I filmed this day in the life. And I'm doing this intro for a few reasons. One, I didn't film one, but also because I didn't realize it at the time that this video, this day in the life, these several collections of videos that I took would be the last time that we would film and my dog Thelma would be in the video. We've had a terrible tragedy here in our family. Our youngest dog, the white dog you see sometimes, Thelma, we took her to an ER and they did everything for her. But at the end of the day, it was best for her to just let her go. And that's what we decided to do as a family. I realized that when I was filming this day in the life that she was in it at a certain point. I think she's seen a couple of times, but when I go into our bed to read for a little while, she's there. And I was not going to post a day in the life because of that, because I was just, as you could tell, I'm terribly distraught. My family is very upset. She was only 8, getting ready to be 9 years old. She was a rescue pit. Best decision we ever made was to rescue her. And it's just been very difficult. And I'm filming this not for sympathy. We've had plenty of people reaching out and offering that. So this is not about that, but this is, for me, one, I wanted to dedicate this day in the life to her. She was an amazing dog. She was really my husband's dog. She just clung to him all the time. She was a phenomenal dog. She was always moving about. She was happy. She was always wanting to play fetch, only in the house. She never wanted to play outside. She didn't want to play fetch outside. She wanted to play fetch in the house. For every moment of playing fetch, for every time she wanted to cuddle with me, every time she wanted food, every time she wanted attention, I wanted to take this video and dedicate that to her. And although she's not with us, I just wanted her to know that we loved her. And she was truly the best dog, the best friend to our older pit bull. Loved our children. She would play with the kids. We would play hide and seek in the house. Thelma would help them find me. And she was just an amazing dog. To Thelma, we love you. We loved you as a family. You will always be a part of this house. You will always be a part of this family. There's not a better dog we could have rescued. We made the right choice and the right decision at that time. And we're very sorry you're not with us anymore. So with that, please enjoy this day in the life. And it's dedicated to our lovely pit bull, Thelma Lou. We love you. Okay guys, as always, my morning starts off with a cup of coffee and typically breakfast for the kids. This day I decided to actually make them some muffins. Don't always do this, just decided today, since we were home, that I would go ahead and make them some chocolate chip muffins, which were a hit. While I was getting all that together, I noticed all of the dishes that needed to be cleaned up, so while they were baking, I went ahead and did some dishes. Mornings are where I tend to get a lot of things done. I work really hard to get as much accomplished in my mornings as much as possible, mainly for my own mental health. And part of that makes it so successful is this planner. I have talked about it. I have mentioned it in other videos. This planner quite literally has saved my life in the aspect of helping me to accomplish things and feeling better about myself. This is a non-negotiable for me every single morning. It is one of the first things that I do every day. I will link it down below. They have a lot of different covers, a lot of different tracking sheets, including reading, habits, and planning, and even budget tracking. So I plan out my day with my top 10 goals. One of them happens to be affirmations, which is my coffee talk time. Don't worry, I have a whole series coming up about how I refresh my life later. Information on that coming up. And then I spend time in devotional. I had an audience this day, as you can tell, and I have also put this as one of my goals, to spend time in devotional, taking that time aside and focusing on my emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. Then it's on to some chores. Part of my goals, again, is to get things accomplished around my house instead of binge watching or simply phone scrolling. So part of this day was getting the laundry put away, getting my clothes put away, getting the bed made, the sheets and blankets all washed and put up. Please do not mind this room. As you've seen in other videos, I am working to get this turned into my own closet space, and I still have one more piece to build, but it's just been too hot up there for me to do that right now, so it's a mess. Then my husband had a wonderful idea. Since it was cooler in the morning that day, we went ahead and took the kids outside and went fishing. I'm also an executive pastor at a church. If you've seen my TikTok, you've probably seen some of those morning day in the life of. And this day, again, mornings, trying to be productive. This is probably closer to 11:30. I have some work that I have to get done. What I'm drinking is what is called pre-workout. I use a purple tea mixture. It's called TrimFit, along with the collagen. You mix it together, it tastes like candy. It's phenomenal. At this point, the kids were getting lunch and preparing for nap time. And then I went ahead and went downstairs and started on my workout. I kind of want to take this time and explain to you why I've been a little MIA from my YouTube channel after the 60-day challenge. I had a lot of plans to do a lot of videos and a lot of inspirational posts, day in the life, morning routines, evening routines, even day in the life of our pitties. However, I was filming, and I'm going to be honest with you, could not stand the way I looked in the videos. I, as you know, have struggled with depression at one point, suicidal depression. I battle some anxiety and things like that, and it was just really bothering me every time I would film. And I hated the way I looked, and anything that I wore, it didn't matter. And I began really struggling with my depression again, and just deleted videos. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of clips of videos that I have deleted and never posted, never put together, because I was just really loathing the way I looked. And then I kind of got to a point where I normally get when I'm battling depression, and began really thinking about, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to do to help myself refresh my life and make myself happy, for a lack of better term, I guess. How am I going to refresh and restart everything? That right there is the last video I have of our dog Thelma, just so you know. Part of the reason I included it in this video. Anyways, I digress. Part of what I plan to do in the next couple of videos is go over what I did in 7 days to refresh my life, to relook at, if I'm not happy, then what do I need to do to help that? What do I need to do to change that? So that's where the affirmations and coffee talk comes in, going back and revisiting some of my goals on, this year. What do I want to accomplish? So spending time right now. Everyone is napping. I was spending time in it was a professional development book, so to speak. By that point, Isabel was up and I turned on a movie so that I could finish with my professional development, with my building, my growth. So I'm going to share that and have some videos. It's going to be 7 days of a refresh. How can you refresh your life? We are over halfway through the year. If you're seeing this, it's probably July. We are over halfway through the year. What have you accomplished? If you go back to that 60-day challenge, what were you looking at? What did you have as goals? Are you moving in the right direction, or did some things happen in your life that stalled you out, and then, like me, you didn't see progress, so you simply just stopped? I can be honest with you, my problem with weight loss is always the fact that I don't see progress. I don't see anything happening. I don't see any change. And then I get upset, depressed, and then I just give up. And I go back to old habits. So we're going to spend some time together in the next couple of weeks, probably, once I do some filming and then editing and posting, on how I did it. How am I working to better myself? And I want you to do the same. Part of that is actually spending time cooking at home. Using what I have or getting from the grocery store, using recipes to have some good nutrition, healthy foods. Now, what I'm making here, I'm doing dishes obviously, but what I'm making here is called poppy seed chicken. It is such a good recipe. It not the greatest of health because it has this really thick sauce that you pour over the chicken, right? See? And then you put Ritz crackers on top, poppy seed on top of that. If you want the recipe, I got it from Pinterest. I'll link it below. But again, that's part of my goals, is spending time cooking. Okay, there are hundreds of recipes you can get from Pinterest, from anywhere. And I'm starting to do that, to find out ways to eat healthier, or at least good, healthy recipes that my children will enjoy. While that was cooking, that takes about 45 minutes or so to bake. It was bath time.
At 29 and I find myself wondering, what did happen to the last 10? I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you.
I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, this day in the life. This was extremely hard for me to put together because of it being the last videos I have of our dog Thelma. I am doing a lot better. It's been over a month. But we miss her every single day. I miss her every single day. And this was very healing and therapeutic for me to put this together and fully dedicate it to her. My evenings routine is pretty simple. I won't spend time going over that because at the end of this video I have a full dedication to our dog Thelma. I simply clean up from dinner, spend time getting stuff cleaned up and ready for the next day, getting clothes out, everything like that. My daughter was simply enjoying the camera this day at the end, and it's not really an in-depth evening routine. If you ever want one, I'll be happy to do one, but it's pretty simple. Again, thank you so much for being a part of this. Thelma Lou, we love you, we miss you, and I know that you're waiting for us. You're taking care of things for us up there, and you know what? I can't wait to see you again. I love you, my sweet girl.
Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be